right, it's the Christmas Eve edition of Auto Repair with Personal Care with Matt Gibbs. And you got Santa Claus in the picture, you got Matt Mechanic the cartoon, and the real Matt, sort of kind of at the very edge of the picture. Hey, where's your microphone? There, try now.
Oh, that
try now. There. Oh, there.
There I
you
am.
go. Move that over a little bit.
Oh, look at that.
Center you.
Santa, calm down, Santa.
So how's business?
Good. Slow.
Yeah, slow because it's Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you open though?
Yeah.
You are. Well, till what time?
Well, let's see. We got a couple things going on, so we're going to try to get them done, and we'll probably leave around 12-ish. But, I mean, 3 o'clock is going to be the very latest period.
Did anybody buy a car as a gift for somebody, an old car, and they asked you to fix it up?
No, some people have bought cars that they've asked us to check them out, kind of thing.
Ah, okay.
We haven't really had a chance to fix them up, but we had some people bring in a car, check them out, so that they could buy the car.
So how does that work? You go for a test drive and you take it to a mechanic?
Well, I mean, sometimes because we work with so many of the dealers in town, a lot of times they'll just tell whoever the dealer is, hey, we're going to take it over to Sunrise, and a lot of times.
Oh, really?
They'll
See,
just
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
So you just tell them.
Hey, if you're at a dealership and you're looking at a car and they won't let you go get it checked out, go to another dealership.
Okay.
Feel me?
Okay, that's a good idea.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's good. It's good to know.
That's a big giant red flag right there. If they start making excuses, no, it's been, no, see ya. Have a nice day. Go to another place.
And one car dealership, I guess we could name because you kind of have a partnership with them, is what's the name of the one?
Prestige Auto Sales.
Prestige Auto. So if you go there, Matt's guys are right behind there.
Yeah, we have a shop right behind their facility.
So that's good to know, too.
That's good to know, right. And even, even if you go in there, if you go anywhere, just...
So you check all their cars or not necessarily?
I would say we check the majority of their cars.
But if I went there, picked the car out, I could drive it to the back and say,
yeah, or you
anything I need to know.
Yeah, well, I mean, just can you give it a check over? Can you give it a look? It's just good. It's good to have.
Like, what do you look for?
Party.
Like when you check a car before it sells, what kind of a thing would you look for?
Okay, so, well, number one, we road test it. So when I
you actually drive it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I want to check for the cruise control. I want to check wipers. I want to check the little vanities, the sun visors, the mirrors. I
Really?
check everything that I can possibly check that has a switch or a control or a knob as I'm driving it. So if you're turning a radio, speakers, I kind of go through all those things. And then when we get back to the shop, we want to make sure that, like, all the seat belts, we click in all the seat belts. We want to make sure all seat belts, that's the easiest way to make sure that they work is plug them in.
Right, sure.
So plug in the seat belts.
Right.
Open the doors, all the doors, from the inside of the car to the outside of the car. The rear doors, a lot of the newer cars have child lock devices.
Right.
Are they working? There's
little things like that.
Little things like that can, make a difference when you purchase the car. And here's a lot of times.
I had no idea that's what you did. That's really good.
And that's just, that's not counting under the hood, under the car, pulling the wheels. We pull all the wheels off, not just one wheel.
Really?
Pull all the wheels off. Look at the brakes. Check the bearings. Check the air filters, cabin air filters. Check. I mean, we do a lot of checking, and we charge the dealers for us to do this, and we give them a report, and we tell them this is what we find, and this is what needs to happen, and or then it's up to them whether they fix or not fix.
Wow.
Like for me, I would do my own cars the same way I would do anybody else's cars. Now, a lot of times I might go a little bit overboard and fix things that some of the other dealers don't fix. You know what I'm saying?
Like?
Just like incidental stuff, Do
you put a new battery in, even if it's like only a year old? You put
No. You can't do that because I mean now batteries nowadays they're $120, $130 for a battery.
Oh, I know, not cheap.
So you just don't want to put a battery in. But if there's some kind of tell sign, You know, if I go to start it and it kind of cranks a little slow, we'll test it. If it tests bad, then yes, we want to put a battery in it. If it doesn't, if it passes the test, we don't want to do it.
When you test it, is the buyer in the car with you?
No.
You're just driving around by yourself.
This is a lot of times. These are okay. So let's say Prestige. Everybody's got to go buy cars. So they buy them from private individuals. They go to auctions. They buy them online. That's where all these cars come from. They come from other dealers, trade-ins, whatnot. And so when they buy a car, that's when the dealer brings it to me. And so the dealer says, here, do this PDI. It's a pre-delivery inspection. And then we do that. Now, let's just say one of my customers is over at some other dealership, and they're looking at a car. Well, they can bring it to me, and we'll basically do the same check for them that we would do
for the dealer.
Yeah, that we do for the dealer. And so this way they get a good idea of what they're buying. And there's some companies here in town sell some nice cars. There's some companies here in town that don't sell some nice cars.
So we have a tendency. First of all, we have a tendency to think that humanity is awful, but the truth is most people are good. And there's another truth about most people: they're not always shy, but they like to be polite. And I think by wanting to be polite, you might be afraid to bring you a car to look at because you also sell cars. But you're okay with that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've always done both. It's just what I do, and I never try to, like, if someone brings a car over to me from another dealership, I've never tried to take that person and bring them over to my side.
I got a Buick you might like better.
I will not do that. and that is integrity. That is,
that's right.
That's who I am.
That's everything about you and your shops, plural. See, the problem I would have if you ever wanted to franchise out would be, how would you make sure that every one of your franchises has your standards?
Yeah.
That would be hard to do.
Yeah, how do you duplicate yourself? I can't even duplicate.
I don't even know how McDonald's does it.
I don't need. Well, I mean,
that
hamburger
different.
is the same every time you
right.
get it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's and I suppose if you sat down with a guru, a business guru or whatever, that there would be a way to say, okay, this is how you formulate that.
Right.
Chick-fil-A does it. Chick-fil-A does it different than every other fast food place.
Chick-fil-A is amazing.
It's an amazing company.
It really is. If I could brag about them for a second, not the food. The food's good too. I'm not saying there's no good food, but the way the young people that work for them are so polite.
Yeah, that's
like wow. Were you taught that, or did they only hire polite kids?
Well, I think they search for the best of the best.
I think so. Yeah.
Like Publix. There's a difference between
That's
a
true.
Publix
That's
employee
true.
than another grocery store employee.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, one time I did go to Publix and got really bad customer service. So I had to ask the person, did you come from this other store?
Oh, no. And did they?
No, but they got what I was saying. You know what I'm saying?
There's a gentleman in the Publix right over here. What's it called? The one by Trinity Catholic High School? He's a gentleman, and he's a special needs man.
Okay.
I can't remember his name now, but he always talks cars to me.
Okay.
And I pretend like I know what he's talking about. he always talks cars. I don't know why. I guess he thinks I'm a car guy. But if you ever were there, I'd love to be in line with you when he was talking.
Yeah, well, people behind us would probably get mad.
He likes talking about old cars.
Okay.
Like he'll tell you, I just saw an old 1955 Chevy. And he would go through the wheels and the hood thing and everything. He'll tell me everything about the car. It's like, wow, that's great. He's talking about cars. So do you have any toys on your gift list this year?
No, toys to receive or toys to give?
Toys to give.
Oh, yeah, I got all kinds of stuff.
You did? You get any remote control cars?
Nah, no, not a remote control cars, but I did. I can't tell you this one because he might.
Okay.
My 2-year-old grandson is listening to this show right now. But, okay, so, all right, don't tell nobody.
No, that's him right there.
Oh, my goodness.
Grandpa, don't talk about it.
This, okay, so we got so many people coming to our house. Okay, so it's like, we have 6 children, so now we got in-law or son-in-laws and daughter-in-laws and grandchildren and everybody's staying the night tonight. And then tomorrow morning we're going to wake up and we're going to have
Oh my
Christmas
gosh.
breakfast together,
That's
because there's
cool.
so many places that everybody's got to go. So we have a camper, and I got my camper all set up out back. So when Joey comes and my oldest son Robbie's here, so they're from South Carolina. So we got a house full of people right now. So I'm going to be staying out in the camper. See what I'm saying?
Okay, smart move, yeah.
Okay, so me and my grandson, we're going to go camping. So I put him on my lap, and I let him drive my truck back to the camper.
Okay.
So I bought him his own, and I say, Kai, you want to go drive the truck? And it's like, oh my, I get to go drive Grandpa's truck, So I went and I bought him his own truck.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, one
That's
of
so
those.
nice.
It's a Chevy Silverado too.
Oh my God, how big?
It's big enough for him to sit in.
He can get into it.
Yeah, it's one of those 12-volt.
That is
push
cool.
the button. It's got headlights and horn.
Oh no!
And all this stuff.
Does it actually have a motor?
It has an electric motor.
Yeah.
You push the little button and it's got reverse, so you back up. so now I'm gonna make him drive his truck out to the camper.
Oh no!
Tonight.
Too fun.
Well, not tonight, but tomorrow night.
Too fun. Oh my gosh, that's a great gift. So there's a great toy for you.
Yeah. And I built a box because a lot of times you buy these kind of gifts and then you build them and it's like, how do you wrap it? Do you just put a bow on it?
Right.
No, he's
Right.
2, so he can finally open them thing. So we built at work, at the shop, we built a box. So I could assemble the whole thing,
no.
charge up the battery, and we built a box big enough.
So it's a garage, basically.
Yeah, so I could actually wrap the gift. So
Oh, that's cool. How heavy is it?
it's probably about 20. It's not heavy. It's just
20?
It's
That's
probably
it?
25 pounds.
That's it, huh?
Yeah, it's they're all plastic now, but it's awkward. One person can't pick it up. So, but I got it all wrapped up, and I do all the wrapping.
You're a good rapper?
Well, I don't know if I'm a good rapper. That's just my responsibility.
You do it.
My wife.
You said he's 2?
Yeah, he's 2.
Oh my gosh! Wow, that's exciting.
So yeah. He's been on 2 and 4 months, so he's ready to tear into
put his foot on the pedal.
Yeah.
Did you have something like that when you were little?
They didn't have stuff like that when I was little.
You didn't have like a pedalable, like one of those trucks you could pedal?
No, I don't ever remember having a pedal car. Okay, so if you come to my shop, I got this pedal car mounted to the wall.
Okay, I don't remember seeing that.
No, I just picked it up not too long ago.
Okay.
So this pedal car is from the late 70s or something like that, and it's like brand new. It's pristine shape. So I let my granddaughter sit in it, and I took her picture sitting in it, and I said, get out the pedal car. And then we mounted it up on the wall.
So I can remember getting a pedalable fire engine.
Okay, then sad face. They have the sad face one. They have a sad
I
face.
don't remember the sad face.
Oh my gosh! I started checking into these pedal cars, dude. It's insane.
But so mine would have been the late 1950s.
Okay.
So that's how long ago it was. And I remember I was too big for it. My little brother had to drive it because I was always too big for everything, even for a Sebring. So yeah, but we have my grandfather's movies of riding it while I was walking next to it.
That's my pedal car. That's my pedal car.
On the sidewalk of in Levittown, New York. Yeah. So that's why I was asking if you had one because they were around.
I never remember having a pedal car.
I couldn't wait to drive when I was a kid.
I couldn't either.
I was so excited about getting to be of driving age.
Yep.
It's got to be true for everybody, right?
Nope.
Really?
Yeah. Some kids just don't care. I cared.
It's amazing. Have you been to Europe or no?
No, I have not been.
I never have either, but I watch these videos, okay? And there's one lady, she's giving a tour of Italy, and I'm looking at the streets as she's walking. I'm thinking, wow, it's almost all motor scooters. It's just like 1 million motor scooters out there and hardly any cars.
All right. That's because gas is probably so much more money, I think.
Maybe, I don't know. But just everybody's got a scooter.
Yeah, the European cars are just, it's like I went to Cuba last year.
Right, I remember.
And they have cars. I mean, everybody talks about the old cars,
Right,
you know,
right.
and they do have old cars. And I actually watched a guy he had an old truck, and it was like the metal rotted off or whatever, and he replaced it with wood, and it looks just like it did with metal. I mean, the guy
Really?
did a really good job making this wood car, but. But, you know, so you have the old 50s and stuff. They'll take a 1950 Chevrolet car, and they'll put a 3-cylinder Yamaha tractor engine in it. I mean, it's amazing. That's what impressed me is the stuff that
So what you see is not necessarily what it is.
Oh, no way. And the way that their creative minds would say, hey, I got this 3-cylinder diesel tractor engine. I'm sure we can get it to go in something, and that just make it work in this car. You know, that was pretty cool.
What do you think about the horns? There are a couple people here in the mall parking lot that have horns that sound like they should be on a train. I mean, they're so loud.
Yeah.
Oh, they're like violent sounding.
Yeah.
They scare you.
Yeah, we install them.
Do you? Are they expensive?
Yeah, they can get real expensive.
Could I put one on a bicycle? Just curious.
You could, but okay. So which
Is it big?
requires? Well, there's an air tank. So you got to stop. There's an air tank
Ah, okay.
because they're air horns.
That's it. So it's got to be a big blower.
So there's a big tank, and well, then you have to have a compressor to run to put air in the tank, and then you dump the air into the horn, and that makes all the noise. So you're going to have to probably have a little trailer hooked up to your bike, either a long extension cord, you know, to run an AC or compressor, or a little generator. Larry, can we do this? Yes, we can do it.
It'd be hard to do. It's an extension cord on a bicycle. So when you do people ever come to you for that kind of customized thing, like a special horn?
Yeah.
You know what? I probably would have been better coming to you to ask about putting in my what do you call that thing that pays the toll?
The Sun Pass?
Yeah, what is that thing called? It's transponder. It's called a transponder. Because I told you that story, right? Where I wasn't paying. Every time I go through the thing, it wasn't paying anything. And then they would take a picture of my license plate, and I'd pay that way.
Yeah, you send a bill.
So one lady, finally, at one of the booths, she said, put it a little lower.
Yeah.
And I did, and then it started working.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. That's what mine says at the bottom.
But you know what happens in the cold days? The window on the inside, the windshield gets wet, and then it falls off. Is there a way to stop it from falling off? And the only way I know where to put it is because it left, the little suction cups left marks.
Yeah, just put it back on there.
Okay. So it's okay if it falls off
Yeah,
then?
that ain't gonna hurt now.
They'll come up with something better. That's got a lot to be designed to be. There's some design.
Well, they have the new ones now where you just stick. It's like you remember like up north you'd get your inspection stickers.
Right.
They never come off ever.
No, they didn't.
And if they did peel it off, it said void and all that. Well, they have the sun pad. You can get a sticker that goes on the windshield now.
I had one, but that didn't work for me either.
You just put it lower.
You have to show me.
I will. The only problem with that is, see, like I use multiple cars to go.
Oh, you
Orlando.
can't take it with you.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like.
Can you use it in another car? Like, could I give my Sun Pass to Robin, and she drives her car? Okay. But then if it doesn't work, it takes a picture of her license plate.
It sends her the bill.
So she has to be signed up for the system. Oh, okay. Something smell?
Yeah. It smells almost like coolant, like antifreeze in here.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it my odor? Is it me?
No, I don't think it's not you.
Look at the picture of you. You got Santa Claus. You got the cartoon you.
Cartoon. Oh, there's. Okay, that's me, the one that's moving.
The one that moves at you. Yeah, you look so much like your cartoon. The big wrench.
Hello.
Do you ever use the animated one?
No, just for my friends and family, so they laugh at me.
Oh my gosh! So what's on your what's your personal plan? So tomorrow morning you're waking up, breakfast for everybody, taking the 2-year-old to drive his truck.
Yep.
That's gonna be
No, not tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. What is today?
Today's Christmas Eve.
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow.
So tomorrow's fun day.
Yeah, tomorrow's Christmas. I hope the weather's a little bit better.
Oh, it's supposed to be beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the end of the bad. The good is on its way.
Okay.
Yep, Santa Claus is bringing good weather this year.
All right. Okay.
Have you ever been in snow on Christmas?
Yep.
And do you like that experience?
Yeah, it was nice. I don't mind the snow. I just don't want to live in it. I mean, it's great. You know, having 6 children here and all born right here in Ocala, it's like we had to do that at, let's let them experience some snow. We made the ugliest snowman on the planet, I think. I mean, it was just absolutely just bad. But not bad for a couple 6 Floridians.
What do you think it is about people that we like to make statues of ourselves?
I don't know. Is that what it is when you make a snowman? You're trying to make yourself?
You try to create, yeah. I think we.
So what are you saying? I'm a big fat round guy?
But we don't try to make flowers. Like we don't make a snow lily.
Angel. We make an angel.
That's a human-ish. That's a person.
Yeah, that's true.
With wings. But I mean, you don't say, let's make a snow dog.
No, we don't.
Nobody makes a snow lion or.
You know what, Larry? You just messed up my whole Christmas season. I'm gonna find me a snow dog today. We're gonna make a snow dog. Like the people up north don't even make snow dogs.
That's what I'm saying. we are.
That video will go viral.
We're fascinated with ourselves. Human beings are fascinated with themselves.
I trust me. I deal with people like that every day.
That's why we watch TV. That's why we watch shows. Yeah. What's that person going to do?
He's going to make a snow dog. A snow dog is on the way from Ocala, Florida. Snow dog.
I bet you were wrong. I bet you there's lots of snow dogs.
I know. We'll probably go in there and I'll get on the internet.
Let me Google.
Well, and then what these guys, it's going to be like sculpted.
Snow dog, ready?
Yeah. Watch
snow
this.
Dog. All right, snow dog. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Sometimes you put stuff in here. It is not always work friendly, whatever they say. No, it shows like these.
Oh, it's showing dogs pulling sleds.
Dogs pulling sleds. That's a snow dog. Well, there's cartoon snow dogs. I see, like Frosty. Oh, wait. No, that's not real. There's some cartoon version. Oh, wait, here's one. Here's one, Matt. There's a real.
There's a snow
Afghan
dog.
And a snow dog sitting next to him.
There it is. See that?
That took some doing. That was a sculptor who did that one.
That's not what I'm thinking.
So thank you for coming in and doing this. It's always fun.
Oh, yeah.
I love your show. Your show's so much fun.
We don't ever talk.
I got to bring my car to you to get an oil change.
Yeah.
And a tire rotation.
Okay.
That's what I got.
Because Carfax said to get it done.
I saved that as a save as new so that I don't forget it, and I need to be there. So here's your song coming up. Matt, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Everybody, Merry Christmas at your shop. Sunrise Automotive, everybody else, trust me, Matt is my mechanic because I trust him in every regard. And Merry Christmas to you and your family. Have fun tomorrow with your grandson.
Thank you. Everybody, Merry Christmas.
We'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.